Want to stay up to date with all the bad videos I upload? Make sure to click this little bell right here, and it'll let you know every single time I make an upload. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this one, guys, I'm going to be having the two theme decks from Forbidden Light face off in a match. Now, I actually tried to get more than one. I sat there for a few hours trying to just get gameplays of these two theme decks facing off, and I could not match up against an Alolan Executor deck to save my life. Honestly, I kept pairing up with the Garchomp theme deck. Like, I don't know what it was, but yeah, I just faced that thing over and over and over and over. And eventually I just got fed up and I just said, screw it. And I'm about to go out on a trip here soon in a couple days. So I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and upload what I got. So I do apologize, guys, that it's not better. I was really trying my best to try to get some more gameplays against that deck, but it just was not happening. And, here in a little bit, I'm going to cut to like a quick little like montage of some of the stuff that happened while I was playing, because this recording session was absolutely brutal. But of course, the highlight of this theme deck, the one I'm playing, is the Dawn Lycanroc. I might be wrong on the name there, but it's the one that Ash gets in the TV show, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, the Alolan Executor deck is going to be the face of the other deck. But I'm going to go ahead and take this prize here, guys. I'll be back here in a second because the montage is coming up, so hope you enjoy.
Voices in my head, know me, call me.
Alright, so that little bitty random montage was just some moments that happened, and I just decided to throw in what I got in that pack I got at the very end there. So I thought this was going to be easy because I got on here and the first matchup, the one you're watching right now, was the Alolan Executor deck, and I was like, cool, you know, people are still playing the new theme deck, so surely I'll be able to get this. But no, I was completely wrong. I had a mirror match twice, and then the rest were basically just the Garchomp deck over and over and over and over and over. And then I played one Empoleon deck, and I absolutely destroyed that thing. But yeah, that's basically what happened. So I just could not get a gameplay, and this was the only one that I got. And after getting this one, I was like, okay, this one's decent, but I feel like I just need like maybe one, possibly two more. But yeah, that just wasn't happening. So guys, again, I do apologize. I'm sorry that I could not get a better gameplay for you, or at least more than one. So hopefully you do enjoy this one. I mean, it's the two theme decks. I miss doing these type of videos. I mean, of course, I did the theme deck videos in real life, and I'm actually going to be trying to bring those back in the future. Maybe like some old theme decks against like some newer ones or something like that. Kind of like my original plan. But you know, hey, who knows? So currently I have a Lycanroc set up. I've got Solrock, Lycanroc. Okay, that just messed me up. Rockruff, and then we got, of course, Duskull, and then I believe that's Inky. So the cool thing about this deck here, and yes, I call it Inky. That's like, I will always call it Inky because it's just funny. And normally when I say Inky, I hit the table. But since I'm recording, I'm not going to do that. I don't know why I hit the table when I say Inky. It's just one of the things I do. But the cool thing about this deck is it actually has a strategy to it. Lycanroc does damage with Dangerous Rogue for however many bench Pokemon your opponent has. And then the Dusknoir will bring Pokemon basics out of their hand, and then you make them play it down on their bench, and then they take 3 damage counters with Dusknoir's ability. So the deck has like a little strategy. Dusknoir will pull Pokemon, damage them for you, and then Dangerous Rogue can kind of come in and finish them off. I didn't really necessarily see the strategy with Alolan Executor because, of course, I didn't play it too much. You know, maybe you guys have a better idea of it. But I thought it was just really neat how this deck had like an actual strategy to it. Yes, it is not the best strategy in the world because, of course, you're setting up 2 Pokemon that have completely different energy counts. But, you know, the attacks that they have and like the synergy they have is really neat. I think Dusknoir has an attack that like does damage, and then like for however many Pokemon they have on their bench or in play or something like that, they do damage. So that's pretty cool. And on top of that, you know, Lycanroc has a second attack that is just a solid 100 damage. My phone is going off like crazy. I see it out the corner of my eye. But yeah, overall, this deck was really fun to play. I think I lost to one Garchomp deck because I just dead drew. And, you know, you're going to dead draw with theme decks. But for the most part, it was just really cool playing this deck. It was really fun. And out of the two, I suggest picking up this one. You get Malamar. You get Lycanroc and stuff like that. I think both decks have Cynthia, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong because I haven't seen them. Oh, yeah, this one does have Cynthia. I see it right there in my discard pile. So, yeah. You get Cynthia, which going into Sun and Moon, I believe, until we get something better, is going to be the supporter of the format. You know, you get to shuffle your hand in, draw 6. And this card had a big impact when it first came out, just because of how powerful of a draw supporter this was. You get to refresh your hand and get 6 cards, which is really nice. And then on top of that, you get Brooklet Hill. And, you know, Brooklet Hill's a solid card. I mean, it's really good. And overall, I just like this theme deck better. I think that's going to be kind of the theme going forward, no pun intended. You'll get a deck that like actually has like a semi-decent strategy to it, excluding Garchomp because that one was like an actual strategy. But just kind of work with me here. You get like a deck that's really good, and then you get the other deck, which is kind of, you know, it's okay, but it's probably not going to be as viable as the other one. I don't think that this is going to be a competitive deck by any means, just because of the fact that it's like you're trying to set up too much, and I just don't think the Pokemon can dish out too much damage. But hey, we'll see. Maybe I'll make a stupid fun deck as I get hit with 160 damage. This is where I thought my opponent was going to make a comeback here. But you can kind of just have a fun deck. I was thinking about making an actual deck out of these 2 cards, just like a Dusknoir and Lycanroc combination, and just seeing what I can go with, just for, you know, shits and giggles, I guess. But we see Malamar here going to attach another energy to that Dusclops. And then I'm going to just try to get some cards here. I'm not expecting to get much here, but I'm going to Howl for 3. And then I have the double draw attack, I believe, on Solrock. I think that's what it's called. But pretty much right here, I'm just kind of thinking about what I want to do exactly. And my best option is to double draw and hope I can draw something. I'm still ahead pretty good in prize count. You know, I'm just kind of trading 1 prize for 1 prize. So I have a pretty significant lead for the most part. But I do have to try to get something set up ASAP. Otherwise, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. And, you know, I could have tried to escape rope and brought up that Solrock and, you know, tried to do something there. But I don't think that would have been the best option. And the cool thing about the other deck is it actually has Field Blower. And so, like, the 2 decks actually kind of, like, counteract each other, honestly. The Lycanroc deck has Weakness Policy, and, of course, Alolan Exeggutor can hit for weakness. And then the Alolan Exeggutor deck has Field Blower, so you can get rid of their Weakness Policy, which is really neat, I think. You know, it's like the 2 decks were kind of made to play against each other, and I like that idea about Pokemon. If you have 2 players, like 2 friends that really want to get into Pokemon, they each get a different theme deck, you know, and just try to learn the game. That's really cool. I like that idea. I think that's something really neat about Pokemon and something really cool that they're doing. But right now, I'm just trying to get my field kind of set back up, trying to get my board going. And I do draw Timer Ball. I hate Timer Ball because I barely hit heads. I miss it a lot. There is one of the rare occurrences where I actually did get it. But I am going to grab that Dusknoir. I'm going to play down another Duskull and just see if I can't set up another Dusknoir here. And right here, I was actually reading Dusknoir just to make sure that, you know, I was going to do this right. But the cool thing about it is if they don't bench Pokemon, you can just use Dusknoir to pull stuff out of their hand, which is really cool. But Duskull has a pretty solid attack, I think. And on top of that, even if you don't hit stuff, you can still take a look at their hand, see what they got coming. But right now, I mean, it's 4-2 prize lead, and I'm just getting stuff completely set up. And I just thought, you know, why not attack with Salazzle, see what I can do here. And we're going to Severe Poison, which means my opponent's going to be taking 4 damage counters in between turns from Poison. So I'm going to try to soften up that Alolan Exeggutor, and, you know, hey, if Salazzle does go down, then so be it. And Salazzle, I think, in a theme deck like that takes Psychic Energies is actually a pretty good card because you can, of course, take 2 cards out of your hand, or out of your deck and have them in your hand, and then you have the Severe Poison. But as you guys saw there, my opponent did concede for some reason. I don't know why. I think it was a little premature. I'd like to see the game play out. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for some more content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. I love you, and peace.